Uh, Let me hit record.
Hit record.
It's Saturday night.
Time for your weekly dose of pop culture
with Kathy and Kenny. Welcome to the show.
All right. It is Saturday night. It is time for Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. Hi, I am one of your hosts, Kathy, along with
And
my
I am Kenny.
Uh, and basically, this show has just kind of been born out of uh, the pandemic and quarantine, and something we started doing for fun on Saturday nights. And now we just have kind of kept it going. So each week we try to tackle some form of pop culture, whether it's movies, music, comic books, but basically we're talking pop culture and we're talking for fun. And actually last week we had planned to do a show on Cookout for the 4th of July, but figured, hey, you know what? Folks are going to be cooking out and probably enjoying time with family. So we didn't do a show last Saturday, so we are streaming live now. Like to say welcome, and I know some of you are listening through Kenny's feed, but if you find our page on Facebook, which is simply called Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture with a K, you can be a part of our stream, and we'd love to get your comments and things up on the stream. So welcome.
Yes, we have a couple of people on right now.
Awesome.
From the old neighborhood, Bruce Coles and Dara Farmer
Bruce.
Riggs.
Hey, Bruce, shout out.
Bruce, what's up, brother? What's up? Today's topic is going to be on movie scenes with cookouts. So, if you know any movie scenes that have many movies that have cookout scenes in them, just post and let us know. We're going to go through our list of movie scene cookouts that we have, and you chime in on what you have also.
Chime on in.
Yeah, chime on in. Do we have a number today?
A number? What do you mean?
Are we letting people call in? Or no, we're not.
Oh, the call-in number. You know what? We would have a call-in number if I didn't hook the phone up. Let me connect the phone, and I'll get the phone connected, and then we can.
It is what it is. We're going to do it and have fun anyway with our list of movies that have cookout scenes. And we have some movies here. Some of the movies I did not see, but I know they have cookout scenes in them. And some of the movies I did see, and some of the movies you're not even going to think about. Can I pull out a movie here that I know people aren't going to think about with a cookout scene in it?
Sure.
Go ahead. I've been dying to do this. The 5 Heartbeats.
The 5 Heartbeats. Oh, yes. Yes.
At the end, they were having a cookout, and Quiet Boy was burning the meat. And the two guys were, the two cousins that, most people rap hip hop. We rap country western.
There's another movie that's not on the list that has a great cookout scene at the end, and that is Gone in 60 Seconds. Gone in 60 Seconds. The movie ends, and I know. Did you ever watch that movie? Because it has such great lines in it, and
I've never watched that movie.
You must. Okay, you know what? We need to. Because if we're going to talk pop culture, I guess we do have to indulge in the pop culture, like it or not. If I commit to trying to watch at least one Fast and Furious movie, will you not commit to try to see Gone in 60 Seconds?
I will try to see Gone in 60 Seconds. If you can, I'm trying to figure out which Fast and Furious movie I should have you commit to watching, though.
All right, you pick the Fast and Furious movie. Okay. I will watch it.
Our audience is listening. Help me pick out the best Fast and Furious movie for my sister to watch, and she's never seen them. And I will watch Gone in 60 Seconds. So there you go. We also have Dava and Bruce. I have some suggestions that are on our list.
Okay.
Bruce put another one on our list that Bruce, you gotta tell me where the cookout scene is in this one. He said the Temptations movie.
The Temptations movie?
Is it? What's the cookout scene in the Temptations movie? I mean,
I
they eat around the table a lot because the mom cooks for them all the time. I'm trying to
okay.
figure out. I'm trying to figure out where the cookout scene is.
All right. I am having trouble getting my Bluetooth to connect. I got to restart the phone. I'm going to restart my phone and get that to connect. And hopefully, if I can get that connected, we can get a call in. But
Okay.
that is the number to dial. It is a 704 number. So you are calling long distance if you're not down here in North Carolina. But 704 252 8813. But do give us a minute because I have to try to restart the old iPhone if you want to call in. And again, you're calling in to Kathy Kinney Explain Pop Culture. So again, it's me, it's my brother, and here we go talking.
My buddy Tom Moss is listening to us. Tom just came from Mexico. How was Mexico, buddy? And we're gonna go with the list of movies. You want to go from the bottom up or top down, or what's
From let's go from the bottom up. Go ahead, because I
okay?
love this first movie. That's why.
Yeah, the one on the bottom. I know there was a cookout scene. I haven't really seen this movie, but it was Neighbors.
Neighbors. Refresh
There
my
was a
memory.
cookout scene that was Zac Efron and
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Yes,
Yeah.
but I wanted to see the movie. I just never clicked yes, and I just never clicked play into seeing that movie.
But
So the next one we have is a very popular Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Oh yes, that was a good
Boys in
one.
the Hood. Who cried when Morris Chestnut's character in that died? Who
Uh,
cried?
who didn't cry when well, you just gave away the movie. So if there was somebody who had not seen Boys in the Hood, you
Everybody
just
see Boys in the
gave-
Hood.
there could be people out there who have not seen Boys in
True,
the Hood.
true. My bad. My bad. Forget what I just said. Watch the movie.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
So all right, Boys in the Hood. Oh, Father of the Bride, which
I didn't
I
see this one either.
Oh, I do love Steve Martin and in that role, Father of the Bride. He was excellent. So if
You
you're
know
a
what the
fan of
best?
that
You
one.
know what the best? You know what the best movie I've seen Steve Martin in?
What's the best Steve Martin movie? The
Roxanne.
Jerk. Oh, Roxanne. Roxanne was really good. That was a favorite when
Roxanne.
we're talking Steve Martin.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the list is
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
There was a little
Goodfellas.
barbecue with the Goodfellas. I'm not talking about the little picnic they had in jail, but they had a barbecue outside of jail where Paulie kind of lets them know who's boss. So, Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Next on the list is fried green tomatoes.
Now, I didn't see this one either, but I heard there was a cookout scene in that one. I know a lot of people have seen that one. That's why I chose that.
Well, I know a major theme of the movie revolves around them and the Whistle Stop Cafe, and that they are grilling. And I don't want to say too much because, unlike you, I'm not going to do spoilers for fried green tomatoes. But there are several cookout scenes because, of course, it's set in the South, so they are definitely cooking out and enjoying some scenes in that. I'm not sure if there was a specific scene in Fried Green Tomatoes that you could really point to, but, I see the next one on your list. Please tell me you've seen that at least,
What, Giant?
'cause that's a classic.
I've never
Huh?
seen Giant. I've never seen Giant.
It's a classic, come on. You've never seen Giant? Oh, man. This this is
It didn't have man after like Giant Man. It wasn't a superhero action movie. I've never seen it.
this is really sad.
I know. I know. I
That
will
was
see if you
James
watch
Dean. And James.
if you watch some Fast and Furious, maybe I'll
Go
go
ahead.
see Giant.
Wow. Um, again, thank you guys for tuning in. It's Kathy and Kenny, Explain Pop Culture. If you are following us on YouTube, please consider subscribing. If you're here on Facebook, how about a thumbs up with a like? Thank you so much. If you are here, please, in your comments, what movies have you seen that the cookout scene has been memorable, or that you remember a movie with a great cookout scene? We still have quite a few on our list that we are
Yes.
running through. But again, part of the fun of the show is your part in the show. So by all means, please hit us up on the comments section.
And
What's
share
next on your
and if you want to share a watch party or whatever, or share it with on your page so other people can join in and might want to talk about their favorite movie cookout scenes. Next on the list, we had the movie The Cookout, which is an obvious one. The Cookout. Now, I did see The Cookout, and The Cookout was a very. If a black exploitation movie was in the 2000s, it would be The Cookout. It would be The Cookout. It was a very it had a message to it though. It had a really good message to it. The Cookout was a good movie. It was basically about them having a cookout. So
Okay.
there you go.
So a cookout movie about having a cookout. So I guess it works. I'm sorry, I'm just playing around with some of my I thought I had another camera angle, but I guess it's not working
All
for
right.
me.
Well,
Sorry about that.
Bruce wrote in the annual Motown picnic scene confrontation with David Ruffin, Tammy Terrell, and Marvin Gaye.
That was from the Temptations movie.
And there was an annual Motown cookout where David Ruffin showed up with Tammy Terrell, and I don't think Marvin Gaye was in that scene, but David Ruffin showed up with Tammy Terrell, and he was kind of mistreating her a little bit, and the other guys were like, "Yo, David, like chill out," and he was like, "Y'all don't know nothing about me and women, like stay out of this." So yeah, yep, that cookout scene there.
The cookout scene.
And Bruce also says, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. There was a cookout scene. I'm not a good one for seeing Tyler Perry movies. So
you know what? Maybe I should trade you a Fast and Furious for a Tyler Perry movie.
No. Go to 60 seconds. I've not seen it. I want to say hi to Sats is listening, Joe Downs is listening, and Mark Harper is listening. But cookout movies we're doing. We're doing cookout movies. Movies with cookout scenes. But I am not seeing Tyler Perry. I'll see Go to 60 seconds. I'll look at Giant. You watch Fast and Furious movies, and we got to pick out the best Fast and Furious movie for you to watch. Okay. I think it might be Fast and Furious 5.
Okay, in the comments, for someone who has not watched a Fast and Furious movie, and I guess my pop culture credentials would need a Fast and Furious movie, by all means, make the recommendation, and I will watch it.
There you go. There you go. I think we should watch all the movies and do a Fast and Furious show. But go ahead. Our next one on the list is they would watch. They would like that. They would like that.
Next
is Welcome Home, Roscoe Lee Jenkins, which is I think that's the movie that Dava suggested too. But that was Cedric the Entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother was Steve Harvey, and at the cookout, the family cookout, they would compete. No, that wasn't that. That was one movie. That was Martin Lawrence. That was Martin Lawrence. Welcome Home. And he was a successful guy, and he went home and he was acting on High Sedity, and his girlfriend was acting on High Sedity. That's what that movie was, and that was Martin Lawrence, and Monique was in it, and she kept punching everybody out. She beat Martin Lawrence like he stole something. He couldn't fight.
So that was Welcome Home. That was from 2008. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Again, the next one is the Johnson Family Vacation. Johnson Family Vacation with the cookout scene. And do you have more info on that movie, Johnson
Yeah,
Family?
now that's the one. I want to say hi to James Hale and Robin Blinken and Bruce. We already said Boys in the Hood, but yeah, John's Family Vacation. That's the one with Cedric the Entertainer, and I believe it was Steve Harvey was his cousin or brother, whatever. And he called Cedric. Mama's little mistake by the lake, and they had a family competition. And Cedric the Entertainer's wife was Vanessa Williams, and that can only happen in the movie. That can only happen in the movie. But go ahead.
Want to say shout out to Heather and because listening and I'm yes ML. What am I? Oh, Martin Lawrence. I guess that was for
Yeah,
uh
Martin Lawrence. Yeah.
vacation. Next on your list, and again, you have to comment on this, Kenny, because I have no clue. Is the Fast and Furious, and I'm
Okay, the
assuming
very first Fast and the Furious, they had a what? I'm sorry. The very
okay,
first Fast,
okay,
the very first Fast and Furious, they had a cookout scene, because Dom treated everybody like, even though they were all criminals, they were family.
okay.
And he focused on family. They had a cookout, and the first cookout, Paul Walker was there. His character was there. The other guy didn't like him because he knew he was a cop. And they just and first he didn't want to do the cookout, and then he came back later, and so they did a lot of actually too. In Fast and Furious, I believe it was 6. They did another cookout. So Fast and Furious is known for its cookout scenes.
The Fast and Furious is all about the cookouts. And again, you mentioned Paul Walker, and I loved Paul Walker. He was awesome. No relation, but Paul Walker.
Yeah,
And I
Paul
always
Walker.
think of him in Pleasantville, which is
Oh yes,
one of my favorite
Pleasantville.
movies. Uh,
Yes. That's a show too. That right there. A
what?
show about deceased actors.
Okay, it's a little morbid, but maybe in the future, Kathy and Kenny explain pop culture. We will take on some of our favorite actors who have passed. And next on the list is National Lampoon's. This movie keeps making our list. It was on our list not too long ago. National
Yeah,
Lampoon's Vacation.
I think a couple of National Lampoon movies had cookout scenes,
Mhm.
and usually it's with the cousin character, which is who's that actor? Wow.
From from uh Vacation,
Yeah, who's the actor that plays his cousin? Oh man, is it Randy Quaid? Yeah, Randy Quaid, I think.
Randy Quaid. Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's Randy Quaid, and he plays the cousin, and he has these weird cookouts. So, but
So
it's Randy
that's
Quaid who's
odd, weird question. Yes, that was Cousin Eddie.
cousin
And
Eddie. Okay,
oh,
cousin Eddie.
that's the
Thank
weird
you,
cousin. And you know who set the precedent for weird cousins? It had to be the Brady Bunch and and
Cous-
Oliver. Uh,
cousin Oliver. You think?
cousin Oliver. I don't know why people were hating on cousin Oliver, but again, he
Well,
is just
let's
poster boy
let's
for
let's
weird cousins.
let's take it a little further. The weirdest cousin probably is cousin It.
Cousin it. Okay.
Cousin It.
All
Cousin
right.
It.
So there, that'll be next week's show. It's all about cousins. Actually, I think next week is brothers and sisters, so that should be fun. All right, next on the list is I got nothing
Oh,
but love for you, baby. The Five Heartbeats.
yes,
Does
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
what is the number one rule of Kathy and Kenny explain?
No singing.
There you go. No singing, no singing. Thank you for knowing the rules. Yay! All right, no
Right.
singing, singing.
On my watch party, Ryan says, "Ryan, how you doing, buddy?" He says he can't hear us. I don't know why everybody else can hear us.
Oh
So
wait,
it might be
are
something
we having a
with you.
sound problem?
Well, Ryan can't hear us. Ryan, let me know if you can hear us now. If you're still out there paying attention. I
Okay.
want to say hi to Chris who's listening, and Myrtle. Myrtle used to work with me, and Lenore. Lenore used to be our next door neighbor back in the day. We, go next to grandma.
Okay.
And Myrtle used to work with me. She used to call me grits and gravy because she found out I put sugar on my grits. And she goes, "Ain't no way I know your mama and she can teach you how to put no sugar on your grits." I said, "Yeah, my mama
Uh-oh.
told me."
Don't tell
Yeah.
her that your mother put sugar on grits.
Yeah, I tried to tell Myrtle that and she didn't
And
believe me.
you're gonna
She
get
said,
me in trouble because I'm down south and I don't think that's like legal or allowed. So and
"Sugar
quiet
on
as
your grits. Try it."
quiet as it's kept, just as I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie, I have never eaten grits. So I'm an anomaly. Okay, next on the list, and we have actually two movies with the same title, but two totally different movies. Well, oh, you know what? I think these movies weren't on there because of cookout scenes. They were on there because originally our show was scheduled for last week, which was
4th of July. Okay.
Day, and we
Yeah, because
put
Independence Day, because in the Will Smith one does not have he was mad at the alien because he could have been at a cookout.
but he didn't specifically have a cookout on there. And there was another movie called Independence Day with Diane Weiss. It was a very small, little known, and I think Keith David, who's different than David Keith. It's two different actors, but in any case, small little movie that was just interesting. But anyway, that's why those were on our list, and because originally this list started out last Saturday. But next on our list is How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Yes, House Dog. I love this cookout scene. Back in those days, you know, I was I was I was I was
Sounds
in
like
the
story
running for
time.
that.
Do
I
you
was
need
in the running for that part.
music?
Huh?
I'm sorry, you were running for what part?
I was in the running for that part of the hot looking Jamaican guy.
Uh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the running for that part. I didn't get it.
Okay. Um,
No,
what
I love that cookout scene on how Stella got your groove back because I love the sister when she goes who's that actress just on the tip of my tongue because I love her. Um but the sister is like, "Come on, we know you in there, bring them out." And
from
then when they,
How Stella Got Her Groove Back
yeah,
was
the sister, she was on Watchmen too, and I love her. She is so
Regina
great.
King.
Yes, Regina King. Yes.
Regina King,
Oh,
yes.
I love her.
Too, as we oh, Regina King is the bomb. She's actually
Regina.
probably m- a lot of times when I don't think she even made our list the week we talked about child actors or child stars, but she was actually a child star. If you remember, she started on a sitcom. Anybody out there remember what sitcom? If you
Oh
do,
wow. I
let
don't.
us know
Wait a
in the
minute.
comments. You don't know? Oh, somebody knows. I know somebody knows.
Wait a minute. Regina King was in a sitcom as a
Regina
kid.
King started out as a child actress
Was
in
it Fish?
what? Well,
Was it
I'm waiting
Fish?
for somebody to give it to us in the comments. So, um, Fish, what?
I know there was a bunch of kids on Fish.
On Fish? I don't even remember Fish. Was that
Fish
the
was Abe
spinoff
Vigoda.
from Brian Miller?
Yeah. Abe Vigoda had his own show. It's called Fish.
Oh, and how many people saw that? You and us. I don't think she was on Fish, but
We're
she
gonna we're
did
gonna we're gonna we're
star
gonna we're gonna do a
child
show on
actress
70s.
in, huh?
We're gonna do a show on 70s
Okay,
and 80s sitcoms. Forgotten sitcoms.
okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Forgotten Fish is definitely a forgotten sick. I mean, I remember Ava Goda and I remember Fish, but Regina
Regina
King,
King
and we didn't get
was on a
was on
sitcom when she was
227.
younger.
She
She
was
was on
on
what?
227.
Oh, she was.
227. She was
Oh,
on 227. And that was actually one of several sitcoms I think I got to see, like studio audience see. During the summer I spent in California staying with Uncle Lathy and our cousins Fanta and Kari, but I got to see Give Me a Break, and I think an episode, taping of 227, which is
Wait a minute.
yes.
I went to California. Ain't nobody take me to see those sitcoms being filmed.
Well, and here's the thing: nobody took me. Kathy found her way on the bus and got tickets and went to go see those things because Kathy was interested in seeing how a sitcom is staged. So nobody took me. I took myself.
That's that's
I
okay.
found
'Cause
the show. I got tickets. I went to see the shows.
when I was in my 20s and went to California by myself, Dolores took me around to every
Mm.
comic book store in the California area.
Oh, cool. You know what? I got to see some really cool, go to some really cool record stores back when we still had record stores, although I
Oh
think
my God, I
record
miss
stores are
record
starting to
stores.
come back, but just
I miss
this
sitting
old
there
record
like
store.
flipping and, and flipping through records, like
That's the best feeling in the world. Flipping
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
records.
So, getting back to our
Oh,
list,
sorry, the list.
I'll still got the cookout scene and Hidden Figures.
Yes, and Hidden Figures. Well, that's where the one character gets to meet her husband. Is
Yes.
during the cookout scene. is during the cookout scene. See, when you take a drink, Kenny, then I have to take full frame because, again,
I'm
yes,
sorry.
to get us back.
I
Hidden Figures.
my,
We
my
would
beer
be
was
remiss
working.
without mentioning, because again, our original list for cookouts was in talking about the 4th of July would be the Sandlot, because they had the
Oh
fireworks
yes,
thing for the big neighborhood
yes.
cookout scene. And what cookout or celebration isn't complete without, again, some baseball in it? Because I actually remember coming down here to North Carolina, participating in family reunions where before there was a post office. For those of you who are in North Carolina, Statesville area, there was a big lot, and we actually used to play not baseball but softball in that lot during family reunion weekend. It was
Oh, that softball lot's not there anymore.
no, it hasn't been in over.
Oh, we used to play there.
But yes, we are
Really?
dating ourselves. I am dating myself as far
Wow.
as uh,
Wow.
my
Oh,
friend.
Ed Brown is on, and he's under the impression that Todd Bridges was one of the kids from Fish.
You know what? When you say that, now that you say Todd Bridges, that does sound familiar. Did they have like a bunch of kids that they
Yeah, like Fish like took in a bunch of kids or something
like
like
they
that.
were foster parents for?
Yeah, yeah. Fish took in him and his wife took in a bunch of kids.
You know what? It's starting to ring some bells. It is starting to ring some bells.
And he was like 100 then.
We want to thank you, those of you who are tuned in. This is Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. And every week we dive into some form of pop culture and remember some highlights and moments. And usually I have some photos and other things to go with it. This week I was being a little lazy, a little preoccupied. Lots going on in particular this week. And Kenny, I know you have a lot going on. Do you want to talk about your upcoming stuff?
Oh, well, okay. That is that next Saturday. You can catch my album that I've been working on for about a year and a half. You can catch it on iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Play, TikTok, a lot of other outlets. Excuse me, that the album is going to be on. But the album is called Throwing Paper. And if you follow me on Facebook, if you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Kenny KP Walker Jr. Next Sunday at 9 o'clock, I will be doing a release party where I will be there. My three girls will be there because they're all on the album. A couple of the people who helped out on the album will be there. Bob Bowling, his studios, we're going to be filming it there. He's the engineer and producer. He did a lot for this album. Eli is doing trumpet. Brandon B the Badass on vocals, and Ken Dittmer on percussion. Yes, that's the logo right there. But throwing paper will be available to buy next Saturday on a lot of social media platforms, and we will be doing a live watch party on the 19th, Sunday night the 19th at 9 o'clock. Please like me on Facebook or whatever and tune into it and check it out. It's a very powerful message to the album. It's spoken word with music and singing. And I wish we could perform one song in particularly, but my singer, Rice Stevens, is 8 months pregnant and she cannot make it. So, we're going to be doing it without her, but she'll be listening in. But throwing paper. Watch party is July 19th, Sunday night at 9 o'clock. I'm trying to also do it on YouTube also besides Facebook. So, but Kathy, I think you have some really good news you'd like to share. No? Yeah? Maybe so.
Yeah, I guess since we're sharing news, it looks like starting next month, I will be taking the role of principal of East Middle High School, East Middle School, East Middle High School.
Where's the chair? Where's the chair thing? Yay!
Oh, I don't have the applause going. There you go.
There you go. The applause.
So that's cool, and I'm really excited because even though it'll still probably have to be virtual for some folks and maybe in person, I am going to start to meet some of the staff members this week, so that should be really exciting, really fun. All right.
Our cousin Abernay is listening. Joni, she's listening right now, and say hi to her. And David Harris is listening right now. Say hi to him. And I'm very proud of my big sister. She's a principal now. Okay. It's like, it's a good thing, man. It's a great thing. So next on our list
we didn't hit the last movie on our list before we get into TV shows and
okay.
songs. And that was Poetic Justice. Speaking of
yes,
because she gives a knockout performance in that movie, and
I have not seen that one.
You've not seen Poetic Justice? Okay, you mean you've seen all these Fast and Furious movies, but you have not watched Poetic Justice? I don't know. Am I even related to you? Like, really? This is further proof that I think we did find you in a coffee can on the front door because you cannot possibly be my brother. Come on. All bets are off. I'm not watching a single Fast and Furious till you first watch Poetic Justice. Come on. And you call yourself a poet, a spoken word artist, and you've not seen Poetic Justice?
I have not. You know what? I'm doing another revelation here.
Go ahead.
I have never seen a movie that Tupac starred in.
I don't think I've seen the entire Tupac oeuvre, but I know Poetic Justice. Again, it's kind of like the female answer to Boys in the Hood by John Singleton. So the least you can do for the late John Singleton, for the late Tupac Shakur, is check out that movie. And one of the cool things is that it does have that cookout scene, and I think it's actually them kind of barging in on a family reunion. And
yeah, I read that. I read that. You know what?
Family reunion.
I will watch. I will watch that this weekend. I will watch Poetic Justice this weekend.
So you need to catch up.
Yes.
So you do need to catch up. Here, I'm going to give you the screen and go and mute because I have to answer a question here, and I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know why she gave me the screen on my own. I don't know who would do something like that. No, seriously though, I JJ, how you doing? I know Ed Brown is out there, and everybody, thanks for listening in, and thanks for being a part of it. Um, we welcome everything. Please share it. Please let people know. Come in and have a good time and hang with us and talk with us. Also, too, I want to let everyone know who's listening that if you come up with a good idea for our show, for our pop culture show, we will bring you in and put you on the show with us, like we did Bruce 2 weeks ago. Like we did Bruce Roberts 2 weeks ago. We had him on the show. So come up with a good idea so you can be on the show with us because we love to have special guests. So let's go TV shows where cookout scenes happen. Now, I only got three, and I know there's more TV shows that have cookout scenes. But the first one I remember having a cookout scene, of various cookout scenes, is Fresh Prince of Bel Air, because I know Call to the World used to have parties, and there was cookout party at the little hut that they lived in. The
I'm sorry
Cosby
to
Show.
interrupt you, but I did post the link in the comments. So if you click on that link, you can check out a survey just to put in your information, and that way you can make a suggestion for a topic, and we can get your information, and then possibly bring you on the air with us as we talk pop culture, because you guys know probably just as much, if not more, than us. But go ahead, Kenny,
Yes.
with your TV shows with barbecue scenes.
Okay, barbecue scenes. The Cosby Show. And the Cosby Show had a very popular cookout scene on the show where everybody had their dates there and everything else. I think the last show might have been a cookout show. I don't know, but Cosby had a few cookouts on this show, and the George Lopez show. He cooked out a lot on that show, the George Lopez show, which is a hilarious show. If you have any more shows that have cookout scenes, TV shows, please feel free to comment and let me know because we don't
Yeah,
know
we didn't have
everything.
that as many. We also had the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, which I'm not going to say I wasn't a fan of, but I don't think I saw as many episodes. That's one of those shows where I think I saw more in the repeats than I did in the first run of the show, because life was happening. You don't always get to see shows in their first run. So
Yeah. What's
now,
that? Is
in
that Tisha
addition,
Harris? Yeah.
okay, in addition to TV and movies that feature cookout scenes, or you know the party scenes, the key to any great cookout is definitely not just the food. Well, it is the food, because you
It's
have
the
to
food.
have
It's
corn. And I can say this because today I had some just like local uh, farm fresh corn off
oh
the grill that was just
oh.
to die for.
I'm so
Um,
jealous. I'm so
Hot
jealous.
dogs and hamburgers, that's a given. Although last week for the actual 4th of July, I had hamburger, but it was actually a Beyond Meat burger, a veggie burger that was unbelievable. Have you had the Beyond Meat? Anybody? Just me? Delish. Oh my gosh. Don't make that face.
Ain't no meat in the
Don't
cat.
make that
Ain't
face.
no meat. Ain't no meat.
Why are you making that face? But
It's
it's
a
good
burger
for
with no meat.
you.
All right. I'm at
Okay.
a cookout. I don't want to be healthy.
Okay. You're at a cookout. You don't want to be. Well,
If I come to a
again,
cookout, my reason for being at a cookout is not to be healthy. My reason is to get the fattest, greasiest food off the grill, the big ribs and all. Potato salad. Potato salad.
all right, potato salad. That's the whole. Well, actually, I did have potato salad. It's store-bought potato salad, but the key
Okay.
to store-bought potato salad is kind of buying it, but then bumping it up a notch. So
Yeah.
I actually that's one of, there's like 5 or 6 foods I can actually cook, and potato salad, it is like, that's one of my jams,
I,
potato
I do
salad.
I
And
do an all I do an awesome potato salad.
mm, don't make us
Next
have to have potato salad off because my potato
Yeah, yeah.
salad is on.
The next time I come down, we're having a potato salad off, and I'm gonna win because I'm a really good cook.
Okay. All right. We're just good. Just hold that thought. But yeah, my potato salad on point. Ask my friends over at Troutman Meadow because I make potato salad for them a
That,
whole bunch
that's because they haven't had my potato salad.
of Oh, Ed, because Ed was going to be probably our
Yeah,
next
thank
guest.
you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. Where's the
Try
beef? I want
the
to
veggie burger,
where's the
Ed.
beef? Thank you, Ed. Thank you,
Talk
Ed.
about pop culture references. That is
That's my,
one.
that's
You
my
got to be
man
old
there.
school to remember the "Where's the Beef" commercials. Where's the beef?
How the old lady do it? Where's the beef?
But I'm telling you, and again, I've had like black bean burgers and other veggie burgers, but they do not taste as good as the Beyond Meat, or is it Beyond Beef? Something I think I threw the box away, but that burger was really delicious. I'm t- you know what? When you next time you come down, we're gonna grill some burgers. And I'm gonna
No,
tell you, and you're gonna
no,
know it's gonna be good. It's
no,
gonna be delicious.
no.
I'm gonna change your life. I'm gonna
I
change
will, I will, I will, I
so
will choke up and die if you give me food with if you give me a substitute meat burger. That's yeah, that's gonna reject in my system. Yeah, no, I'm good.
well, at least
I'm
I
good.
said he hate to admit it, but oh man,
Why do you hate to admit that you agree with me? I don't
not a
understand.
sponsored ad, but that Beyond Meat Burger was really good. Okay, let's
I
talk
want,
about
I want to, I
music.
want to say hi to Nettie Long who's listening, and our cousin Carolyn Booker who's listening.
All right.
I'll say hi to those folks. Now, you can't have a cookout
Mhm.
without good music.
All right.
So, people that are listening and tell us the music you would want to hear if you're at a cookout. And I have some songs here. We have some songs here. We have some songs here that are cookout songs.
Mhm.
Usually cookout summertime. So first of all, when you're at a cookout, not that anybody's going to dance at a cookout that much, but you got to do some slides.
You got to have some slides. So, up first, what's the essential slide? Well, I know down
Well,
here,
you have to start. We have to start with the electric slide, even though it's old. You have to start out with the electric slide.
and
Then
that
you have to move in to the cha-cha slide.
okay.
But
Any
it's
other?
but it's hot, so you gotta kind of move them in. And then there's not a cookout. It is not a cookout unless you hear Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff with Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff "Summertime."
Oh, see, I was just getting all the slides because you didn't give me the Cupid shuffle.
No,
'Cause
I
I
didn't do the Cupid Shuffle. I didn't do the Cupid Shuffle. I didn't. Cupid Shuffle is more of a
because if you're
wedding.
doing all the slides and all the participation songs, you got to get the Cupid shuffle in.
True, 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 true. I didn't say the Cupid Shuffle. And then there's
What
oh,
else you got?
our cousin Callan says the Mississippi Cha Cha slide
I
and
don't
the
know the
wobble.
Mississippi cha-cha slide. Oh,
The
wobble. You got to have a
Miss
wobble. And
it's
actually,
called
on the slide, you got to have that Marvin Gaye thing that got to give it up.
got to give it up.
Yeah.
Got to give it up. Got to give it up. Yeah. I used to
I
go
think,
to party
okay.
and celebrate.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
but yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. That's
But
wrong. That was the wrong sound effect. You know why you're getting the
the
buzzer?
I know, I
Hey, hey.
know. Okay. The
What's the
Mississippi
first rule?
mudslide.
Can you explain pop culture?
No singing. No singing.
That's right. No singing. Thank you.
The
All right.
Mississippi mudslide is a good one, but you can't have a cookout, especially a black cookout, without some Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Ah, yes.
Soon as you hear "Before I Let Go," whoa, whoa, that's the party started.
So you got to have the before I let you go.
You gotta have it before I let you go.
I hear you. I
And,
hear.
and usually when I DJ'd, I used to play the Woody Wood version with the rap in it, So throw your hands in the air, and old school rap, So yeah, that's good.
I hear you. I hear you. Well,
I
I
recall
did
a
one
lot
on
of
our list, and because usually when you're having a cookout, you are surrounded by family, and maybe it's because we're from Philly and they're from. I don't know why, but you got to have some sister sledge, some we are family at some point in the cookout, and hopefully they play it early before people start enjoying themselves way too much at the cookout. But that's always a staple, I think, for the cookout. What else? What are your
yes.
staples? If there are songs that you have to have or hear at the cookout or your cookouts,
Well, I put it,
comment.
yeah. Tell us what you want to hear at your cookout. I put on our list "Hot Fun in the Summertime" by Slide and Family Stone.
And again, I think
And
it's the songs that remind you of summertime, especially because that's when we cook out. You don't tend to have a lot of cookouts in the fall, so
yeah, and the War has a nice breezy summer song called "Summer." Summer, summer by the sea, which is probably good for okay, which is probably good for why you like uh,
that's I'm just trying to remind you because you keep forgetting the rules.
I want to shout out to Mike Alston, who's listening to us now. Mike doesn't really like. He used to play spades with us a lot. He's Sid's cousin. His Sid's nephew used to play spades with us. He didn't know how to play. He didn't know how to play. He overbid his books and everything, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
And I don't even think I know, or I used to years ago, but I don't even think I know how to play. I used to know a lot of
Play
different cards.
spades? Oh, spades is the ultimate game.
Oh, okay, if you say so. I don't know
Like,
whether I remember.
like,
I used to
yeah.
play
You got
a bunch of
you
other games.
good. Lyndon and Andre taught us how to play spades when we were kids.
All right, and I know I'm just my all my card games are really lacking. I mean, my Uno used to be on point, but even that's kind of so
So that is pretty much our cookout list.
that is the
Um,
list.
that
Wow.
that is the cookout list so far. And if you have any cookout news that you want to give us, any cookout movies that you want to tell us about that we did not mention, any cookout TV shows, you have like about 10 minutes to give it to us, and any cookout songs that you relate to cookouts. Oh, what's another cookout song
Mhm.
that would relate to a cookout? Rapper's Delight.
Oh, I think we did. Oh, Rappers Delight.
Rappers Delight.
That was
Because,
like the
like,
original rap song was Rappers Delight. That
yeah.
was old school. Back when, in my opinion, rap was fun. You know, it was fun. Like Fat Boy's fun, but well, actually, what's so funny? Rap was fun. Although I'm in a total, and we did get this one though. Didn't we have that? We had "Summertime" by, or maybe you were starting to say it and I interrupted you, by um uh Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff, because again, I think we're kind of obligated, almost like having Sister Sledge on our list.
Yeah,
If
yeah, yeah. You gotta have Fresh Prince in there.
Philly folks, then we in trouble. We won't be able to go back home. We will lose our credentials, our
Carolyn,
street
our
cred.
cousin Carolyn says, "Keep on" by D Train.
Keep on. Oh, keep on. Got to keep.
Keep on, keep it on. You gotta keep it on. That one. I just,
If you do it, okay.
okay. Yeah, I mean that's. I'm just.
Because I'll take you off. It'll happen.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep.
What?
Oh, this is a good one
I have
for
nothing but love
any
for Barbie.
party. For any party, especially summertime. Carolyn Booker, Carolyn, our cousin,
Mhm.
Salvemente.
I don't know that.
Have you ever heard Salvemente by Elvis Crespo? It's a song that people who are not Latino think Latino people want to hear at every picnic, and they really don't.
See, now you've DJ'd a lot more than
I've
I.
DJed a lot, and really Latino people come up to me and say, "Yeah, can you play a Latino song that's not Salvemente?" But Salvemente is a good song for a cookout and a good song for a party.
Okay.
Salvemente. That is a calendar. That is a good song to like people who are not Latino who think they want to be Latino for a minute and they Salvemente, Salvemente.
See, you've
But
DJ'd a lot more events than I have because your DJ career has expanded for years.
yeah.
And I know at one point I was DJing just middle school dances, and whew, that can be quite scary. So
Oh
I'm
yeah, that
more,
can be bad. Well, I can't do a middle school dance now because the stuff they're listening to now, I must be getting old.
yeah,
The stuff they listen to now, I don't know.
yeah, the
I
stuff that
don't
the
know.
kids are into, to say it's scary
Yeah,
is an
yeah,
understatement.
very much so, very much so.
Um,
Um,
it
ooh,
the music of
dude,
the day.
wait, hold it. Calvin just put another one on there. It's
Okay.
not
She
so
must
much
be
a
watching
cookout.
from your watch party because I don't see her comments coming up. Like I want to put her
Yeah,
comments up, but they're not coming through the stream. But go ahead. Let's. Hey,
but
shout
Calvin put one up there. Calvin, I don't think it's a cookout song. It's more of a party song.
All right.
So it's more of an
The
old school
Cookouts is
party
a big
song.
party.
But yeah, but it's set it off uh by Stripe. Set
Strife.
it up on
Right.
the left. They all set up that one. Set it
Ah,
off. Set it off is like
you
I
know where I'm about to
that
go, don't you? Because
what
you were on the line.
I was online, but I got off the line before I got carried away. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Hey, I
I
hear you.
got off the line.
Oh, but you know what? But before we close out, and we might be closing out a little early, just another reminder to folks that your spoken word album, Throwing Paper, will be out. Launch party will be 9 o'clock, July 19th, and you can check out. Um, do you have a specific website for the launch or?
No, I just have an event, and I'm going to do some work tonight for my um. I have a Kenny Walker Jr. spoken word artist Facebook page. I
Okay,
don't really have a website per se, so
so
that was supposed to happen, but my
well,
web
you know
artist
what?
kind of
We'll
fell
post
through for me.
We'll post the link on the Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture page. We'll definitely post the link to that page when that's happening, and we'll probably try to do a watch party. Is July 19th a Saturday or what day is
July
that?
19th is Sunday night.
Sunday
So
night. Okay.
Saturday night we're going to do this podcast, and we're going
Okay.
to do it on Brothers and Sisters. And then Sunday night we're going to do Sunday night I'm going to do the watch party, the release party for my album. And Saturday, actually, when we do the show,
Mhm.
Saturday night, next Saturday, the album will be released on iTunes and other social outlets.
Oh, cool. So we might even be able to like play a few cuts from it, or maybe have like right. So we won't get a copyright thing if we do that, or no,
No,
no.
perfect song that we can. I know the perfect song that we can play for this
Okay.
show if you want to. And it's you know what we'll play because my singer on the album is 8 months pregnant.
Oh wow.
She's about to have a baby any day now. And Raisa Stevens who I love her. She is my girl. And her and her husband are going to be blessed with their first baby. I was at her wedding last year, and it was phenomenal wedding. And her and her husband are going to be blessed with their first baby in August. So July, with the quarantine and everything else, she's staying home because she's pregnant, and also she is 8 months pregnant, so I don't expect her to show up at a watch party. But she will be on listening at that time, and I'll see if I can try to feed her in. But my singer is on this phenomenal song on the album, which I would hands down say might be one of the best pieces or cuts from this whole thing. And I tell you what, we're gonna preview that cut for everybody a day before the watch party on the 18th on this show.
Ooh, nice. We're getting exclusive
We're
content.
gonna get exclusive content from my album. It's a piece called Unbroken Spirit. And I just want to say when Raisa did this song in the studio, the singer that's on it with her, Brandon, and the producer, me and Bob Bowling, and the keyboard player, Joda. We were outside the studio listening to Raisa sing, and Mackenzie and Olivia were with us too. All five of us was outside the studio, outside the booth, and Raisa was in the booth, and we were listening to her do her part and ab lib over some of the other stuff that I was saying, and we were just all like, how somebody sings and you're like dumbfounded.
Hmm.
We were dumbfounded. We
Wow.
were like, wow, like what is she doing in there? It was just like phenomenal. So I'm bringing her up really because she's an awesome singer, and that's my girl right there. She yeah, she's like the little sister I never had. She's great. She's great.
That is awesome. So we are going to hear that exclusively for the first time next week on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. So
Yes.
tune in. Uh, Before we go, we just want to thank those of you who have tuned in. Uh, Again, we posted a link earlier, so if you have uh, a topic, by all means, click on that link, and we're putting it in the comments again. Click on that link and suggest your topic, and you could possibly be a guest here on our show as we talk all things pop culture, especially as we continue to kind of quarantine and deal with things during this pandemic. This has been one of our ways to kind of stay connected, my brother and I, and hopefully connect with you. So we do indeed want to thank you for being a part of the fun, because a lot of times as we're talking pop culture, we can't always remember everything because we're in our 50s now. And you guys are so great about leaving us comments and reminding us of all the things that we forgot. Uh, oh, that is a cool, especially when you're talking summer song from
Summer
Ed.
Nights from Greece. Ed.
You're next.
Nice one.
Being here.
Nice ones. Summer Night. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Don't break the
My
rules.
bad.
Hey,
Summer loving. Okay. All right.
your rules.
Oh, our cousin Callan said another one that's good. Um, Lover's Holiday by Change.
Oh, you know who sings on that, don't you?
Yes, Luther.
Voice of Luther Vandross. Oh,
Yes.
I miss that.
Holiday, your holiday. Okay.
I have the mute button. Yes, people, I do have the mute button. Okay. Have you gotten it under control?
Yeah, I'm under control. I'm good.
All right.
Um,
We
also too, make sure that when you listen to us, we really appreciate you listening. We really do. Share, please. Let your friends know about it. Join in on our conversation. We love to have you join in on our conversation. We will stop our conversation for your comments to see what you're saying. So this is, and it, like Kathy said, this is fun for both of us during this pandemic, which is a very serious thing, and we still want you to take this seriously. I know people are lifting up boundaries and things like that, but you still need to wear your mask in public. You still need to stay safe. We don't need any more casualties due to the COVID-19. So let's try to be as safe as we can with this.
And I think you have said it all. Once again, the show is Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture. Thank you so much for being with us, and good
Are
night.
you going to do the outro? Do the outro. Do the outro.
Thank you for geeking out with Kathy and Kenny on Kathy and Kenny Explain Pop Culture.